Today we will talk about things that were in mods but later appeared in Minecraft itself. Let's start with the emoticons. I remember very well the 2019 Minecon, where there were shameful contests, an announcement, my favorite update, and some new animations for Bedrock. Initially, it was only known that there would be several character movements, such as greeting, a dance, and everything else. But who knew that in a few years there would be more than 300? I thought if you take into account that in emoticons mode they existed for several years in Java, it doesn't look so impressive. Some of them are so similar that it somehow becomes sad. In addition to everything that this mob can do, it also has customization. That is, the community itself replenish the already gigantic set of animation to its taste. It seems that everything is perfect and cool, but there is one big minus. The mod is only available on versions 1.8 and 1.12. And here Bedrock wins in the regard, since playing on older versions is somehow no fun, and the animations themselves are not worth it. Well, let's not dwell on them for long and move on the crafting recipes. I think everyone remembers this green book that will finally show you how to craft this damn fence. It looked convenient and in the style of Minecraft. But what if I tell you that Mojang were not the first in this regard? I think I'm unlikely to surprise you with anything, because this mod has been quite popular since its release in 2015, and many people are now using it because it really helps if you install it some mod with a bunch of item blocks and everything else. If we compare what the developers did and this mod, then I'll give preference to the green book, because it was much fewer elements, which means that it will be much easier to navigate in it than in this mess. The next addition is very closely related to version 1.16. You've probably already guessed that we are talking about caves. Their developers added them in 2021, but if you wanted to run through the caves earlier, there is mod called Quark. This mod contained caves, stalactites, stalagmites, and amethysts even before the announcement of 1.17. Of course, the quietly of all these additions expert for the caves leaves much to be desired. Stalactites and stalagmites, I thought 3D, look so compared to vanilla ones. In general, the developers' decision to make them 2D was still correct. Of course, in addition to everything else, this mod has features such as modified dungeons, snow and desert caves, but still I like the caves update more. After all, the same guy in Dungeons of the Warden, itself's Warden, and in principle caves are much more interesting to play. It would be even cooler if the update did not drag on the several versions. The Nether update, unlike the caves and cliffs, did not drag on for long. Of course, it was much easier to do it. So in this update, we were given a bunch of different biomes that had their own individuality. It's cool that the developers have their own cool ideas that were not anywhere else. I thought, wait. Yes, this biome was almost completely taken from the mod. The only thing that differs is the surface. In the mod it is ash, and Minecraft has its own original block that has all the properties of soul sand expert for slowing down. Otherwise the biomes are identical. This is probably the only case when a biome from a mod so strongly coincides with a mod from vanilla Minecraft. The mod itself was released in 2015, that is 5 years before the Nether update. In addition to biomes, the developers have a very original approach to mobs. Even if you look at most of the voids, the mods there did not look like creatures from the other games or movies. But as in the previous case, there are exceptions to the rule, and one of them is mob creature. This mod has long had mobs such as horses, cats, pandas, goats, and other mods that excite in our world. Yes, you can certainly argue with this, because adding a mobs from the real world is the most obvious thing to do. But at least we have mobs such as horse, donkey, and mule, which were added precisely because of this mod. Evidence of my words can be a post by former Minecraft game director Jeb, that the creator of the animal mod helped him create them for the 1.6 horse update. That is, at least 3 mobs from the world transferred to vanilla Minecraft. Horse armor was also added along with them. As for the rest of mobs, I'm not too sure, but some of them behave very similar. In general, as you understand, the developers take quite a lot of things from mods. Naturally, I'm not saying that this is bad. I myself in one of my videos talk about what the developers should take from some modifications. Well, you can see these ideas in the video that you seen on the screen. Well, for now, bye.